Everybody had one of these. Some old cans and glass and stuff laying around here. Just notice this looks like a bottle here. Only a little bottle. No markings on it. No markings. Another one here. Quite a big one, this one. So this is just to the west of Menzies. It's a beer bottle. Like a sauce bottle. This bottle is the property of Francis Longmore and Co. Melbourne. Net contents 26 ounces. Somebody must have found a tree root here. It's petrified. Weighs a fair bit. Like a rock. It's colourful. Another beer bottle. See if this one's broken, eh? Smaller than the last one. We have movement. There's a whole beer bottle. Looks like a bottle over there. Another sauce bottle. Nothing actually written on it. Usually it's a Holbrooks or something like that. Yeah. I wonder if somebody struck it rich in there. When you find a bit of stuff laying on the ground, like tins and stuff, venture out where nobody usually goes. Oh, here's the bottle there. Venture out further on the outskirts and even further, and you come across all sorts of gear. It's a pretty old bottle, but it's got a screw top lid. Doesn't really say what it is. Nothing there. Huh. Interesting. Nice colour. Closer look at that bottle, I could just make out the word Holbrook on the side of it. Must have been one of the early editions with a screw top. Old Billy and a smashed beer bottle. Some light coloured glass too. Looks like a button. I don't know. It's an eyelet off a tarp. There's an old leaf out of a mouth organ. Small glass. Looks like a top of a bottle here. We'll have a scratch around, eh? Never know your luck. Yeah, like my dig stick. Little square bottle, but look. Wonder how far it goes on the ground. Gee, this sand's pretty hard. Get a couple of mil of rain on it and you don't go anywhere. Yeah. Fair way underground by the looks of things. cane cans. Oh no, keep going. Must be nearly there, I reckon. Something written on the bottle. Probably Irish moss or something like that. It's only guesswork. Oh, there we go. Linseed compound. Trademark. There's something written on here too on the side. Can't make it out though. Might be around this way perhaps. Get that finger out of the way. Stockport. It must be where it was made. I think that's in South Australia, isn't it? Can you read that? Hey Brothers. There you go. Suppose must have been some sort of marker, but with a point on the end. Yeah. Saw this pointy stick poking out of the ground. It's been chopped off and then split as it's fallen over by the look of it. But the log's still here and it's been hewn on a couple of sides. And then they've gone to chop it off here as well. It'd be interesting to know the story behind that. Yeah, wonder what was in that drum. Pretty heavy duty. It's some sort of a fruit, I can't remember what it's called. It grows on a vine. They're pretty good. Bush banana or something I think they're called. Get down here. Mexicola, you remember the Mexicola? She was good stuff. Must have been a water supply here. Maybe this was the well. Looks like it. Must have been a dwelling or two around here, sheep yards. All this is just on the western side of Menzies. Must have got pretty cold out here. Little Joe Blake there scared the hell out of me. Not sure of his breeding. He's got black bands on him. Looks like a ringed brown snake. Better keep me distance. You're looking. He didn't have a go at me. Pretty little thing. Better leave him be. Couple of wheels or rims off the wagon, by look. It's the first Joe Blake I've seen in all my travels. Well, out bushwalking anyway. It's a bit fresh today, all rugged up. Anyway, I've had a good wander around here. I'm going to head off to the next place, which is Davyhurst. I'll talk to you down there. Another never-ending road. This used to be a government dam. Just on the northern edge of Davyhurst. She's a big affair. Ducks down there have made it home. There was a dwelling here too, back in the day. And some sheep yards over yonder. Could have been cattle yards with the fence that high. Definitely cattle yards. There's a loading ramp. And they would have had cross beams all the way around there. You can still see the wire. The posts have probably been burnt. There's a few rails left and the white ants have eaten them out. Go and have a look at this tank. Looks like somebody's had a party. Not much left of the trough. I'd say the top portion of that tank's come off, blown away. Looks like a bit of old machinery over yonder. We'll go and check that out. Series of A-frames there. It's got me guessing now. Don't know what they had before. Geez, there's a big hole under there. I wonder if somebody made a lot of money out of that hole. Way back in 1899, a prospector, Davies, and his team began exploring. He soon discovered what was to become the Waihi mine, one of the best in the district, giving 6 ounces at its first crushing. The town site was declared in 1900 and it was referred to as Davyhurst, named in honour of Davies, but it was better known as Mace's Find. However, Warden Owen of Menzies advised the government the place was known as Davyhurst, and this was the name used when the town was gazetted in 1901. As the town boomed, it boasted 3 hotels. As the gold ran out, the town of Davyhurst faded away, with the last residents leaving sometime in the 1920s. Go for a wander around the old town site. All sorts of things laying on the ground. How's this for a little hammer? The size of it. Amazing. Part of the hammerhead's broken off. Davyhurst had its own underground tank. F.A. Whitney, Carriage and Co. Must have been a sulky or something around here at one stage. Did you ever see a critter like that before? It's amazing. Thought it was a feather at first. Beauty. A pygmy spiny-tailed skink. I suppose he's about 4 inches long and 3/4 inch wide, or an inch wide maybe. Looks like a 3/0 shell. So I spotted that water tank there from a distance. Come wandering over here and see a hole. Somebody wore out their shovel digging this hole. Thought it might have been a grave. It's too deep. It's a well. Unless I thought there was gold in there, or they found gold in there. There's water in the bottom of that. Walking through the clay pan here, a lot of salt bush around. The sun's shining off something over there, some plastic or something. We'll go and have a look. There's a lot of tins here, fully beef tins and such. Must have been hungry fellas who live it over there. There's some old bottles, or some bottles at least. Whole book sauce. What's this one? All whole books. That must have been their favourite. Another one there. Tins everywhere. Even an old fry pan. The old quandon tree coming out in the flower. Got a lot of flowers on it too. Just put the spuds and pumpkin on the coals.
Should be good tucker.
Gonna open up the spuds, pumpkin, hopefully it's not too overdone. And get it on the plate before the insects join the party. There's some tea I cooked the other night, a couple of nights ago. What a feed, eh? Bog in.